Good morning, guys. Welcome to another BIM 360 surgery here at Excitech. And this morning it's number 37, indeed. And we're going to look at what I think is one of the biggest changes probably in the last year within the BIM 360 modules, and that is model coordination. So we've always had model coordination, but it was always in plans area. Which means that if we had information in project files, we had to duplicate it and put it up into the plans area. Now they have changed it. So what we're going to look at today is what they've changed. So if we look at the project admin, I'm in my usual 360 surgery project, and what they've done is they've enabled us to put work in progress models as such in model coordination. So if I go into the services aspect and we just look at model coordination, under the options you'll see they've also updated the project services screen, which looks a lot nicer and easier on the eye. But if we jump into model coordination, let's have a look. And I've currently got a clash check area, and you can see it's already in the planned area. But if I click create, you will see I now get project files. So what I'm going to do is drill down into project files. I'm going to go into team collaboration, and I'm going to put it into my 3D design folder. Or we can click, let's give this a name. What will we call it? So we said the shared clash area. Create, and it will create the system. Now I am doing this all live, so it may take a little bit of time. So you will see that I've now got project files, team collaboration. So I'm going to upload models into this now. I'm not sure how long that may take. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, sometimes it's relatively quick. So if I jump to document management, and we say the team collaboration folder, which is here, and we upload files, and I'm just going to, I've got a data set already existing. So we take the 3 files and we click open, and you'll see it will start to initiate. That looks to be going pretty quick. So we let these files upload. So this will allow us, as we're working in work in progress stuff, so that we publish our Revit models up, we can schedule the publish options, and all that information can just go in. We could also use some of the workflows. So when we approve a particular drawing, we could copy that to a collaboration area, so we could check it, and you'll see that it's processing. Hopefully it all runs pretty smoothly. So you can see the models are up. They're now starting to process. So it's version 1. You see the time and date, which is today, 11:03. So while that's processing, let's try and see if we can just speed ahead. So I'm going to jump into model coordination and see what's happening in the background. So we've got 2 coordination spaces. One is plans, one is project files. We can switch them up here. So you can see I've got my clash check area, and then I've got my shared clash. This may not be ready quite yet. You can see that I don't have the tick quite yet for it to switch, because the models are still uploading and the space is still creating. So you can see that it's still not quite there yet. So I'm just going to click back into model coordination. And we switch it back. So while that's processing, there is another subtle change. So this is, they've added a contributor, whatever way you wish to say it, property. So we can now see who has uploaded them models, because quite often there'll be lots of different people uploading these models into these different spaces. And once this decides to load, we can have some details about the contributor. You can see now this contributor column now exists, so you can see exactly who has sent you the information, which is quite neat. Although on this one, you can see that I'm the only contributor to this particular area. But if you've got 20 different people uploading 20 different parts or views, they will then be there. So hopefully now I can switch into the shared clash area. It's calculating the results for the first time, so probably will be a little bit slower. Now, I've not loaded these in before, which is why it takes a little bit of time. So whilst that's running, I will jump back into the old clash area and we will look at the next new feature. So this is sort of, they've put in hyperlink from the clashes. So if we create an assigned clash, once this loads, so if I click into the clashes tab, I'm trying to get it to do everything all at once, which hence the reason it's a little bit slower than normal. Plus I am live streaming as well. I may just refresh the complete module and just reset it back. So if we just go into load the latest clash data. So if we look at what we can clash, so let's pick this on the matrix. Hopefully it loads pretty quick. So it's loading the two models together. Let's find a particular clash. I'm not that worried in particular where it is. So let's have a look here. You can see this elbow is clashing with the pipe. So I can say that is an issue. Place this issue there. Choose a due date of tomorrow. Click create as normal. And let's create another one so we can see there is an issue there. And we tag it and then choose a due date and then create our issue as normal. So it just seems to be running a little bit slow. So that's that issue created. If we close out of this, if we look at our assign tab, what you now get, you will see that the title is now hyperlinked. So this will now take you directly back to that clash and that view. So that's another nice little feature. This is hyperlinked and it takes you back to the exact way the models were loaded. And it will be view specific as well. So you can see there you go. The exact view is opened up with our two clashes identified on it. So let's just see if we've got the new clash area done. It seems to be running a little bit smoother. As you can see, it hasn't found any clashes yet because it's still uploading the models. You will see that it's still processing. So sometimes that may take 10-15 minutes depending on that, but you get the idea that what Autodesk have now done, we now have coordination within the project files area, which will just open up a huge range of workflows for coordination and checking for me, particularly in work in progress information. So that's pretty much me for today. Join me next week where I'm looking at the new data extraction part of BIM 360 where we can export everything out and then use some of that interactive data. So thank you very much for joining me. Have a good rest of your day, rest of your week. Stay safe, and I'll see you all next week.